Good morning and welcome to the start of another vlog. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I just turned down my AC because it's fucking hot. It is Friday, September 20th. Currently, I am on my way to a coffee shop because at 1:30 I am meeting my friend Erica. We're gonna get some coffee, have some food. Well, I'm having food. I don't know if she's gonna eat, but I'm getting there a little bit early because it's a busier coffee shop in the Charlotte area, and I want to secure a good spot, read a little bit, because I'm really not going to be able to read at all today past this little bit of time. And the reasoning for that is because tonight I am going to an Alec Benjamin concert. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm meeting my friend Liv from Liv's Library and Kendall from Kendall's Pages. So stoked that they're going because I saw on Liv's Instagram story like months ago that she had bought tickets, and I was considering buying tickets. But then the second that I saw on her Instagram story that she was going, I bought my ticket, and I was like, you know what? We need a Y'all Fest reunion. But I wanted to talk about a book that I've read this week already, and then a book that I'm currently reading, just so we're all caught up and I don't have to mention it again. So the book that I just finished, actually a couple days ago, is Killjoy by Holly Jackson. It is the prequel novella to the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, but it basically covers why Pippa decided to do the Andy Bell case as her senior capstone project. So it talks about how she went to her friend's house for a murder mystery party and how she just really found herself and really like invested and wanting to know more about literally everything and digging deeper than anyone in the little game that they were playing went, which is the natural occurrence with the Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because, you know, she found evidence about the Andy Bell case that the police didn't even find. Literally turned into obsession with her in like a 2-hour game. It's cool to see where that idea came from, because in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder book, you're just, Charlotte, please pave your roads, because you just like, you're thrown into it with a Good Girl's Guide to Murder and you don't really get to hear why she wanted to talk about the Andy Bell case, like what started her interest beyond it just being interesting. So I gave this book 3 stars just because it's a novella, so there's really not a lot of chance for character development, and there's also like that notion that the author, I think, goes into a novella with like knowing that it's for the audience who's already read the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy and kind of knows, you know, the ins and outs of Pippa and her kind of friend group, so you really don't get many introductions to new people. So it kind of just goes in with that, so there's really not like a lot of opportunity for development in that area. Currently reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, or as she has been known on this channel, Sarah J. Massey. So we have history, me and Sarah J. Massey. I read the Throne of Glass series when I was in high school, probably like 17 to like 19. It was all the way up to Empire of Storms that was out. Like Kingdom or Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash hadn't come out yet, or they were being released. And yeah, so it was kind of released towards the end of my era with her books. But I've never read A Court of Thorns and Roses. I've also never read Crescent City, because first of all, that book is almost 1,000 fucking pages, and everyone I know says that is the most boring book that they've ever read. So I'm like kind of terrified. I want to give it a shot, but I'm also fucking terrified. Never even finished the Throne of Glass series. Like, I never read Empire of Storms. Like, I read the first like 30 pages of it, and I was just like, I'm fucking bored. Throne of Glass, there was just so many side characters that I could not give a fuck about. Like, I'm gonna speak for like 17, 18-year-old Zach here, so this is not my 24-year-old Zach's opinion, because it very well could have developed since then. But I remember I just didn't like Manon. She was the least interesting character to me. Like, you could not convince me to read her POV chapters at all. Like, genuinely disgusted. Like, not disgusted, that's a bit dramatic, but like, I mean, it's me. We're gonna be dramatic. It's my channel. I can do whatever I want.
I love your bumper sticker.
Thank you.
I hope I pull up beside him.
Oh, that's so sweet. For context, y'all, I have a bumper sticker on my car that says, "If you honk at me, I'll kill myself." Everyone like usually tells me that they like my bumper stickers, so that just makes my day. That makes my day. Yeah, that was just my issues with the Throne of Glass series. Like, I really just found myself not caring about the side characters and really only interested in Celaena's arc because she's the main freaking character. I don't know. It was just weird. A Court of Thorns and Roses. Haven't read it at all. I know. I'm like the last person on BookTube and the book community who hasn't read it. Y'all fucking know what it's about. And truthfully, I am not giving an explanation because do I even know what it's about? No. I do not know if I'm going to be finishing this book by the end of this vlog, but it's content. So, you know what? Get off of it. Anyway, if I was that hungry, that frail, that brittle, and someone was offering me to stay in their house for the free and eat all the food that I wanted to for the free, yeah, I'd fucking go. I'd fucking go and never look back. Be realistical here, okay? Be realistic. I don't even think realistical is a word, but let's be realistic here, babes. You're poor. Like, you have no fucking money. Offering to feed you. I'm just saying take it, you know? That's just my thoughts and opinions so far. It was really good. I was not expecting to read 50 pages in one night of that book. I was honestly expecting to read 20 and go to bed. I will update when I get there because my phone is overheating because it's fucking hot. And I really just want a burrito. I really just want my breakfast burrito. Reunited with them.
I'll get a better angle in a minute. I'm just on the floor.
And I had chicken tendies. Rare Olivia sighting. She's at a concert instead of reading a book. Kendall, how do you feel about this discovery?
I kind of wish I was reading a book. What did she say? I kind of wish I was reading a book.
Living out the days on the west side of the city. That's where they got engaged. They have pictures on the walls of all the memories that they made. And though life was never easy, they were thankful that they stayed with each other. And though sometimes are hard, even when she made him angry, he would never break her heart. They didn't have the money to afford a fancy car, but they never had to travel because they never be apart. See, then at the end, when our love was stronger than I'm ready for a fight. Get out!
Cool.
Wow, 100!
Go for it. Here we go. Hey, how are you? I'm great.
All right, y'all. It's Saturday. It is currently noon. And I am on my way home from Starbucks because I just met my stepdad for coffee. Ready to lay in my bed for the rest of the day. But no, I met him after the show, which you saw in the last clip. It was only like 7 seconds and like it was not like a paid meet and greet. The buses are right outside the venue because that's like where their parking lot is. Like they'll come out anyways because they gotta get on the bus. But like they'll tell you if you're gonna meet them or not. And he was like, listen, I love y'all, but I gotta go to bed, so we're just gonna do selfies. And I was like, you know what? I respect the hell out of that because that would be me as a celebrity. I'm like, I would still meet y'all, but I'm like, listen, if there's one thing about me is I value my sleep. I value those life changes. And your boy will be going to bed. And that's all I was expecting. So I'm like, you know, moods are met. But it was a great show. That people just don't know, like, personal space at concerts, especially general admission shows. Can't do general admission anymore. I don't know if this is, like, me approaching mid-20s and kind of being like, maybe not. Like, maybe not the best idea. Any one of y'all who's, like, an avid concert goer knows what I mean when, like, the pressure is off. Like, being seated, it's like you just are being in seats, like having like actual seats. It is such a treat. It's like you just get to sit down whenever you want. You don't have to fight anyone for a view because like you have your seat. Oh God, it's literally God's gift to concert goers, especially like when, I don't know, like artists make their entire floor general admission. I'm like, that's cute, but like give me a seat. Like you don't, like if it's a general admission show, you feel like you have to camp out, otherwise you're not going to get a good spot and you're not going to be able to see. So I don't know, I take any opportunity to get a seat that I can, especially if it's on the floor. Original plan was I was going to go to my sister's house this evening because my dad was going to come down to the city to see us, but he's not coming today, he's coming tomorrow. And I cried, not because I wanted to see him today, but because I was tired. I'm still tired. Like every introvert's wet dream just happened to me of my plans being canceled. So now I can spend the rest of my day in bed reading ACOTAR. I fucked up. And let me tell you how I fucked up. I got home from the last clip, which is when I was getting coffee. And I laid in my bed and fell asleep. I was watching a movie. I was watching Carrie on my phone. And I fell asleep. And I could feel it happening. And I just didn't care. I let it happen. And I slept from like 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I've been up ever since. And I'm fucked because my dad's coming early tomorrow morning. And my sleep schedule was already fucked. So, I love that for me. So yeah. But now I can read for as late as I want to because I'm wide fucking awake. Fuck. Hello, it is now Sunday. I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore Saturday to go get coffee with my stepdad. I only wore it then. I did not wear clothes the rest of the day. I'm heading to my sister's right now. My dad is gonna be here in like 30 minutes, and it's about a 30-minute drive to my sister's house. So, trying to be on time for once in my life. You know, North Carolina goes through like seasonal depression because like it'll be fall for like 2 weeks and then they'll be like, actually no, we're gonna make it 90. So then it'll be 90 for like a month, and then randomly at some middle point in October it'll be like 40 degrees. So I wanted to update on where I'm at with A Court of Thorns and Roses. I wanted to update on where I'm at with A Court of Thorns and Roses because I did read a lot more yesterday. So I was on page, I want to say like 55, closer to 60 when I updated last night. And then by the time I was done reading for the night, I was on page, oh God, what am I on? 140? It's written by a professional author. We know. But her thoughts are like very like deep and well constructed and like very analytical of everyone around her. But yeah, she can't read or write past like a first grade level. I just don't understand how like that correlates, and it also just doesn't feel needed. The plot point of her not being able to read or write very well just doesn't feel needed, and I don't know if that's something that'll come up later where it like kind of saves her from something, but like obviously please no spoilers in the comments because I don't know yet. I'm literally 160 pages in, so like mind your business. But I know that Trisha Paytas meme where she's just like a cash grab. Like the way that I say so many times in my videos is like Trisha Paytas saying a cash grab. A lot of people. I love her friendship with Lucian or Lucian, however you want to pronounce his name. Their banter is just so funny to me because it's like him looking down on humans and then her looking down on fairies, and it's like they just go back and forth about it. So I'm gonna finish driving to my sister's house. I have probably about 10-15 minutes left, and I'll update when I'm either on my way home or when I'm at home. I don't feel comfortable vlogging in my sister's house just because she has 2 kids. Like I'm really not trying to just whip out my camera and be like, look at the babies. Ooh. Guys, so currently I am on my way home. My dad and my stepmom, we went to this place called Harriet's Hamburgers in Optimist Hall, which is kind of in the Noda Plaza Midwood area. So very much filled. This is the first day of fall and it does not feel like fall. It feels like fucking summer. No, I don't like you, but I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Knew he was a killer, first time that I saw him. Wondered how many girls he had loved and left haunted. Act like such a man, so ain't nothing better. I keep him forever. Now all he thinks about is me. Man talk shit, then I owe him nothing. What's your favorite lyric on Reputation? Mine is right at spends my change and he had it coming. If you ever wanted to know what it's like driving with me, now you fucking know. Okay, so I just cleaned my media stand and I have to show you how clean my bookshelf is on the bottom. So like, here's the top shelf. No, not my Zoloft making an appearance. And then the bottom shelf, or the middle shelf. This one could use a little bit of work, but it's okay. We have all my records, which if you want a record collection, I'll do it. And then down here, we have all my books, which for a while they were all like stacked on one another. So it's kind of nice. And then my art supplies. But like all of these books were like stacked this way. There was like piles of books on top of here. And then this one is just now opened up. So really deep cleaned it. I could cry. Like genuinely could cry. Okay, so it's like 1:30 in the morning, and I just read to chapter 25 of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I understand why you guys like it so much now. I get it. I'm here for it. I understand. I just need Feyre and Tamlin to fuck right now. Lights are on, no one's home. I need to go to bed. So, I'll see y'all when I see you in the morning, I guess, but let's fucking go. So it's currently Monday. I look so much skinnier right now. Anyway, it is actually the earliest I have been up in about 2 months. It is 8:05 in the morning, 8:05, and I am picking up my friend Drayton at campus because she is hanging out with me for the day. Her boyfriend takes classes at the college close to me. So, whenever she comes up to campus, we always hang out so she doesn't have to be by herself for the day. As you saw last night, or as you heard last night, I am in chapter 25 of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm not sure how many chapters are in this book, but I know there's 420 pages. So I'm assuming it's another 25 chapters if we just do like the basic math that I'm trying to do, I guess. Things were getting a little spicy last night, but then I got tired, so I didn't feel like continuing on reading because I had already read like 100 pages at that point. So excited to get into that today.
I know, I'm like double chin up over here. I'm like,
Oh, please. I literally, like, when I'm vlogging, I'm literally, like, in bed.
I feel smooshed.
Oof. But no, it's 9 a.m. Okay, hi. So it is now Tuesday. Oh my god, wait, I look so skinny. I wanted to provide a quick reading update. I have therapy in about an hour, so I'm going to try and read as much as I can within that hour. I'm on page 305, I think, of A Court of Thorns and Roses. Okay, so we met Rhysand. I don't know how to feel about him. I don't know. He's an interesting character. I know he saved Feyre that one time, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about him. I know he apparently makes an appearance in the rest of the series, I think. Yeah, she got to reunite with her family for a minute, thank God. Kind of missing the family element of this, even though now that her family has money, I'm kind of like, ooh. Like, it doesn't hit the same as it once did, but I do like to see Nesta's character development. That was nice. That was so nice. And knowing that Nesta went to go find her sister. I love it. I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, update. It's been almost an hour. I have therapy in 10 minutes. The way that he's treating Feyre, I don't like it. But then, like, he's helping her out in the trials that she's doing. So I'm like, I kind of fuck with him for that. But I'm also like, fuck. I should have read this sooner. Being so for real. And I never thought I would say that about a Sarah J. Maas book. Never, never, never. I finished. I don't have thoughts. I barely have thoughts right now, to be so honest with you. Let me turn my do not disturb on. There's not a lot of aesthetic B-roll footage of this. Yeah. My lights are on, no one's home. Understand the hype and the turmoil. I understand. I understand. So, initial thoughts, and this is probably where I'm going to end the vlog because it's going to take me a second to, like, really process. Spoilers. Listen, if you haven't read this, I know. Fucking read it. Anyway, Feyre becoming a high fae. At the end, being the only way to save her. It felt very reminiscent of Twilight, when Bella had to be changed into a vampire mid-birth. That's what that felt like. That's her name. I keep wanting to call her Amanda. I'm calling her Amanda in this video. Amanda set was, first of all, insane. It felt very reminiscent of, like, Throne of Glass consistently throughout the entire book. I loved Lucian, or Lucian, however you want to pronounce his name. I loved him. I still do. He's my baby. That's my man. Don't fucking touch him. He may only have one eye, but he can see through all the bullshit. And I love him for that. The whole time when, like, Rhysand, like, healed Feyre and she has that tattoo on her, it disgusted me a little bit because I'm like, how dare you? Like, that's gross. But then when I learned that there was a bigger thing at play, I was like, oh, this is great. This is tea. I don't like it, but it's tea. And when Feyre had to kill the 3 fae, because see, they didn't say that they were fairies at first. They just said that 3 people came in. And of course, like, me being me, I read it as just like, you know, the 3 people, and I immediately thought of her family. I was like, no fucking way. She's gonna have to kill her family in this book. She didn't. She killed 3 faes. But then the last one being Tamlin, no. As luck would have it, she remembered that he has a heart of stone, and that is a slay. Oh my god. I was so glad when that Amanda bitch died. I know that's not her name. I just can't pronounce it. But when she died, that was a victory for me. No, it was like for everyone, but it was for me. That was written for me specifically. I see why everyone on TikTok is obsessed with this book. And I feel like I have to apologize for just now reading it. So clearly we're moving straight into ACOMAF, but thank you for watching. I'm gonna go and contemplate my life for a little bit. I think that's justifiably the next step for me. Okay, I'll see. See you soon. Sarah J. Maas, you will be getting my therapy bill. That is all I've got to say.